Have you ever met someone on an online dating site and thought, wow, this guy is perfect for me, or she is simply amazing, only to find out they were hiding a deep, dark secret? They plan to vote for Hillary. FreedomLovers.us was created for singles who want to exchange ideas and a love for freedom. People who are looking for solutions to create and defend freedom in the real world, and at the same time, getting that once-in-a-lifetime chance to find their true soulmate. Whether you are interested in meeting your soulmate, making new friends, networking, or hanging out with that like-minded liberty lover, visit freedomlovers.us. It's the first free dating site and community. So patriots, don't waste your time with other dating sites. freedomlovers.us is the place where like-minded singles really click.
Hello, you have reached the Phoenix office of Senator John McCain. Due to the high volume of calls we receive, the Senator's voicemail can at times fill up faster than your comments can be recorded. Because Senator McCain wants to know of your concerns, and if our voicemail is full, please feel free to visit his website at www.mccain.senate.gov and click the contact link to share your comment. Our Arizona office locations and fax numbers can also be found on that webpage. If you are calling to invite Senator McCain to an Arizona-based meeting or event, please email our scheduler at az_scheduler@mccain.senate.gov. If you are calling regarding casework or for any other inquiries, please leave your name, number, and a brief message after the tone. Thank you.
Okay, this is Luca Zanna from the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom. It's very simple here. Senator McCain, I know you will get this message. First of all, since we're paying big bucks there to have people working at your office, that would be really nice somebody answers and do not treat us like a bunch of slaves just leaving a message. Point one. Point two, we are very sick and tired to being sprayed like roaches here in Arizona and of course the rest of the states by this geoengineering, weather modification / chemtrails, whatever you want to call it. I know you were making fun of Senator Kelly Ward that she believes in chemtrails, but I got news for you. I mean, the CIA director Brennan admits stratospheric aerosol injection, also called weather modification chemtrails. So do not treat us like a bunch of idiots. We know the truth. And stop killing us with this poison. You need to speak up for us. I know that you're pretty much paid off probably by some corporations, I guess, or for sure you don't give a damn about us. But guess what, Senator McCain? You still work for us. This is our tax dollar. Please, I would love a call back. I really would. And I will give you the phone number, okay? 928-263-0071. Please give me a call back, or at least some of your office. You get paid pretty well to answer to the phone. Give us a call back because we have a serious concern about weather modification. Thank you very much. This is Luca Zanna, and by the way, this message will be broadcast on the air. You like it or not? Thanks. Great. Useless. All right. That was the magnificent Senator McCain office. That, of course, nobody answers. Now, let's try the other office with the other useless person, a senator called, what is his name? Senator Jeff Flake. Oh, my God. My brain, tell you, aluminum up my butt. That's what I have today. 602-224. Let's see here. 4. What the heck? No, make a mistake. Sorry. 602-840. You see, I'm already completely gone. 840. I'm not kidding. We are breathing so much aluminum here. 1891. 1891. I'm getting stupid completely. Okay. Let's see. Let's see now. Senator Jeff Flake.
Hello, thank you for calling Senator Flake's office. How can I help you?
Thank you very much for answering, first of all, because, I just called Senator McCain and nobody answers, so you got a good point there. My name is Luca Zanna. Thank you very much, from the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom here in Mojave County, Arizona, and I would like to leave a message for our Senator Flake. Okay, you please take notes if you can.
Yes.
Very good. Are you familiar with the word weather modification geoengineering?
I am not.
Okay, something you should do because you breathe the same air too. Just to let you know, so you and your family. Just to let you know, the former CIA director, Mr. Brennan, on video at the video Council of Foreign Relations, admitted that the U.S. government is allowing to do and also is being part of this weather modification. That means they spray chemicals and metals in the sky to try to fight global warming. At least this is the official version, okay? Now, the point is, regardless what you know or whatever you think, Senator Flake, he must be informed, and I'm sure he already knows, that this weather modification, called also chemtrails, it's happening. It's been happening for a while, but the last few years, and especially the last few months, especially here in Arizona and Mojave County, they're killing us. There are so many spraying, so many, we cannot even see anymore the blue sky. And we do not even need to be scientists or have some sort of a degree because we can see it, we can breathe it. People are going to the hospital with serious respiratory consequences. So the point is, I'm trying to make here, for yourself too, you know, you're still a human being, you still live here, breathe here, believe it or not.
Right.
Let Senator Flake know that I will give you my phone number. I would like to get a phone call back or something, that they are killing us. This geoengineering weather modification admitted on video by CIA Director Brennan. It is real and it's happening, and we cannot take it anymore. We are tired, especially in Mojave County, but everywhere in Arizona. Okay? So, can you give them this message to the senator, please?
Of course. And you said you wanted a response.
Yeah, I would like a response. Since I'm paying for that chair that the senator sits, and he works for us, I would like to know exactly what he knows about weather modification, geoengineering. Since this is official, we have several documents directly from the website of the Arizona website government, also from the federal government, and I can provide all this information on record. This is not a conspiracy. We have directly from government website, and more important, we have the latest video from former CIA Director Brennan admitting it. I know that Senator McCain was making fun of this when Kelly Ward for a moment talked about that. Not because I'm a fan of her, but that's another story. Anyway, please, what can I give you? My information to get an email back? Yeah. Please, go ahead.
So, could I get your address?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
My name is Luca, L-U-C-A, Zanna, Z as zebra, A-N-N-A, P.O. Box 6303, Kingman, Arizona 86401.
Could I get your email address?
Yes. Zanna, Z as zebra, A, N as November, N as November, A. Zanna at zanna.us.
And then could I get your telephone number?
Yes. 928-263-0071.
All right. And our office will get back to you as soon as possible.
Perfect. Can I leave another message for the senator?
Of course.
Please tell him to stop wasting paper because, you know, I like trees and I hate when I see wasted paper. Stop sending him a request of money because all I send him back is a penny. Okay? Because so far his performances are very poor. And of course, that doesn't mention anything about what they're doing to us with this weather modification. So I don't want to waste paper since we are paying for the paper. Please, in my address, say, do not send any more solicitation of money because you're just wasting paper.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate it, okay?
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. There was Senator Jeff Flake call. I'm on the roll. I'm going to do them all. Now, what we got here? Oh, how are you? Oh, Gosar. Oh, Gosar. Where is Gosar? Let me get Gosar here. Oh. Meanwhile, let me go to a local one. Let's see. Sonny Borrelli. 602-526. Let me call him now. 602-526. No, excuse me. 602-926. You see, this aluminum in my brain is really burning my brain. 5051. Let's see. You already know the story. I'm sorry, Sonny Borrelli, but you need to hear one more time. Because I'm really sick and tired that we are taking it here and nobody's doing anything. I'm not going to die without a fight. Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? Anybody there? I think they got my number down. Well, nobody's answering. We will try later a little bit. Okay. Let's try it one more time right now. I'm not gonna wait too long, okay? Here we go. Okay. Calling Arizona Senator Sonny Borrelli at his, our office.
Hello.
Hello.
You have reached the office of Senator Sonny Borrelli.
Yeah, right.
We're unable to take your call at this moment, so please leave a brief message with your name and telephone number, and we'll return your call as quickly as we can. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, hi, this is Luca Zanna from the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom. Message for Senator Borrelli. Senator Borrelli, we already know each other. Please, this is very important. They are killing us here with the chemtrails, weather modification. I know that you know the truth. I know that you don't want to talk about it. You think nothing you can do. Guess what? You have to speak up for us. This is on the open. All you have to do, look at the sky. The sun is gone. Okay, and people are going to the hospital. The last few months, we have so many people at the hospital with respiratory problems. If you don't speak up, I'm so sorry. You're really going to hell. Because the point is, you have the duty, the moral obligation to at least speak up for us. That's why we elected you. Okay, even people didn't vote for you, we still elected you. Okay, so please give me a call back if you can. I'd like to hear from you. 928-263-0071. This is Luca Zanna from the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom. I would like a call back from any of you guys listening because we have a serious problem. And just to let you know, CIA Director Mr. Brennan on video admitted that they're doing weather modification, spraying the crap out of us with metals to reflect the sun in our stratosphere. So much for a conspiracy directly from the mouth of the CIA director, okay? So they're doing it. I know, Sonny, that you cannot do anything technically, but you can speak for us. That will be a great start, and we really appreciate it, okay? Regardless of our differences of opinion on some issues. Thank you very much, Luca Zanna. I appreciate the call back. Thank you. Okay, there was a Representative Sonny Borrelli. I'm calling them all. If a guy with an accent like me was even born here can do it, I think you can do better, guys, because they are killing us here, okay? Now I'm calling Jeff Flake. Let's see this Flake. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I already called him. This is Gosar, Congressman Paul Gosar. 480 let's see, what is that? 2697. And we call him. This is the show. This is the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom. They're killing us, and we have to fight back. The first thing we're going to tell them, no, we're not happy. We're not happy. We're not taking it. And you politicians that we elected you somehow, and you work for us, you gotta speak up. This is not an option. Okay? You're not doing us any favor. So, come on. Paul Gosar, let's see if he answers. Of course. Calling the Gold Canyon.
Hi, you've reached the office of Congressman Paul Gosar. We're not able to take your call. Please leave a message and we'll return your call as soon as possible. Please dial 10 to leave a message. 10.
I told you dial 10. Oh my gosh, I hate this. 1.
Your call is being transferred.
Yeah, transfer me. Hello? Calling Congressman Paul Gosar in his office in Gold Canyon. Maybe I should call Prescott. Let me call Prescott. Hello?
Hi, you've reached Congressman Gosar's office in Gold Canyon. We're not able to take...
Of course. I mean, what the heck? Everybody's... what are doing, these people? I mean, it's business hours, almost 2 o'clock. Do they work part-time, I guess? Let me call this Prescott office. You know, Prescott sounds better. Let's see. 928 445 1683. I know it takes time. I know it's a pain, but we have to do it. Otherwise, they say, you didn't tell us anything. No, we're telling you right now. They're killing us. Like the Mosley County downwinders. Probably they tried to call. Some of them. Of course, I'm sure they were making fun of them, you know. Oh, okay, dare you. Hello.
Can I help you?
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Luca Zanna from the radio show Love, Guns, and Freedom. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good, very well, thank you. I would like to leave a message. I'm a constituent of Representative Congressman Gosar, and I have an important message to share with him.
Okay.
You want to take notes?
Yep, I'm taking notes.
Perfect. Just to let you know, this part of the segment is going to be on the air here in Arizona, Mojave County, and on 1340 AM. Okay, the message is very simple. I would like to inform Congressman Gosar that the conspiracy called also weather modification or chemtrails is being also be proven by CIA Director Mr. Brennan just recently on video admitting that the government is spraying particles of metals in the stratosphere to reflect the sun or whatever other excuse they told us to stop global warming. So much for the conspiracy. It's on the open. But more important, without even CIA Brennan director, they're spraying the crap out of us here in Mojave County and most of Arizona, if not all. And people are really getting sick. In Mojave County, we have a lot of people. They've been spraying since Christmas, no stop. And going to the hospital with respiratory problem. Whatever comes from the sky is going to come down. Whatever they spray on the air, they're going to come down. And if you look at the sky, I don't know if you're familiar, but they're doing an incredible job. And I've been sarcastic here. People are really getting sick. So I really hope, and I also say demand, since our congressman is working for us, to at least to start an official investigation into this and to have an official speaking up for us. Because we're not taking it anymore. We are getting really sick here. Any question?
Okay. I'll certainly pass it on for you. What is your name again?
Yes, I would like also to have a response, please, in writing if it's possible, since we are paying for the paper. Can I give you my address?
Sure.
Okay, my name is Luca, Luca. Last name is Zanna, Zanna.
Okay.
Address, P.O. Box 6303, Kingman, Arizona, 86401. Or 4602, doesn't matter. And I would like to have an official answer. The subject should be weather modification, okay, solar management, chemtrails, whatever you want to call it. And just to give him a keyword, I'm sure he knows about it, CIA Director Brennan on Council of Foreign Relations meeting on video admits that they're doing it, we are doing it, I mean our tax dollars doing it, to stop global warming. So I know that Congressman Gosar is pretty smart when it comes down to global warming. He knows that is a fraud, okay? At least we get along with that. But now we need to go all the way to the other side too, to understand that what they're doing, it is very dangerous to us. Because also another thing, he was aware about the Mojave County downwinders. Many people are dead because they were doing experiments 50 years ago with the nukes. Guess what? Yep. I don't want to talk about this 50 years from now when I'm dead. Because unfortunately, what they're doing to us today can have a really deadly consequences. Because metals being sprayed in the sky, for whatever excuse they give us, we are not machines. We do not breathe barium. We do not breathe aluminum. We are getting really sick, and this is also for you too and your family. You should all look into this, please, ma'am.
Absolutely, I'll pass that on for you. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right, and it keeps going on. I'm not gonna stop today. I don't care. People say, why are you crazy? I want to listen to a radio show. This is the radio show. The radio show that they're killing us. Don't you get it? And I will use every second of the show to do everything I can to do my part. And what is my part? At least not giving up. I'm not going to be here taking it like a lamb. I'm not a lamb. I'm not here to turn my other cheek where they're stabbing us and poison us while we are sleeping at night. Not even at night, even during the day. Let me call now the new Paul Mosley, 602, Arizona Representative Paul Mosley. Okay, the goody boys, 926-4844. That is so holy. Let's see what he's going to tell us about. Before the election, told us we was going to look into that. Of course, now he got elected. Let's see. Hello.
Representative Mosley's office. This is Shauna.
Hi, Shauna. Nice to meet you. My name is Luca Zanna from Mojave County. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm all right. Listen, I'm here. Just to let you know, I'm broadcasting a show. It's called Love, Guns, and Freedom. By the way, Representative Mosley was also on my show a few months ago before the election. So just to let you know what we're doing here. We are recording for the show. Now, I have a message I would like to leave to our representative. Can I do it with you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with the word weather modification, geoengineering. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
Perfect. Maybe it's a new day to learn something new. Just to let you know, give him this message. CIA Director Brennan, okay, the former CIA director, the guy, this big spy guy, the former director that just got fired. I think he's gone, thank God. But anyway, just a few months ago on video, you can put it out on YouTube, and I will play on the show anyway. Admitted it that our government is using weather modification, spreading this sort of metal particles, mostly aluminum and barium, into the stratosphere to stop the sun, okay, to stop global warming. Now, besides that, global warming is a fraud, but that's another story. We can agree on that, it doesn't matter. The point is they admitted they're spraying metals in the sky to whatever purpose. Now, I already been talking with Mr. Mosley before even was elected. And the point is, this is on the open. You don't need to be a scientist. If you look at the sky, there are days that there is completely blue sky, like supposed to be in Arizona, and then they are completely spraying the hell out of us, crisscross so much that is called weather modification. And by the way, if people don't believe that, you can go to the Arizona website.gov and you can download a permit for $100 to do weather modification. So it's real. It's not a conspiracy. Now, what I'm asking here...
So like a chemtrail type of thing?
Is a chemtrail. They call it chemtrail, weather modification. They have different names. The bottom line is they're spraying the crap out of us in the sky. For whatever purpose they do, we need to know for sure. But more important, we are getting sick. That's the real message of today. People in Mojave County, East District, between Lake Havasu and here in Kingman and Golden Valley and Bullhead, these last few months since Christmas, we are going to the hospital with respiratory problem, lungs diseases, serious stuff never happened before. And the only thing we can connect, because this sky is completely polluted. I mean, I don't care, whatever it is not vitamin B. The sky, they're spraying white stuff all day long. Seriously, it is real. And he knows he has kids also, he has a family, and all of us, we should be looking to this. I understand the establishment trying to make fun of them, like they did with Senator Kelly Ward, but this is beyond politics. He needs to speak for us. We ask him to officially at least ask an investigation, regardless that it is a jurisdiction or not, because I understand the sky belongs to the holy feds. But still, we still have. He's responsible towards us, as citizens, at least to speak up for us. So I am begging him, please, tell him to start to look into this seriously. And I would like to have an answer from him in paper or whatever you want in the mail, because we need to start to take action, because we are really getting sick. And this could be my last call. I mean, people are really getting to the hospital around here. I've been sick myself the last few months, and I need to do this. Okay, you want my address?
What was your? Was it Lucas?
Luke, Luca.
Luca.
As American. Luca.
Okay.
Last name is Zanna. Zanna.
And a good telephone number?
928. 263. 0071.
0071.
Okay.
And do you have an email?
Yes. Ready?
Yep.
Zanna. ZANNA at ZANNA.us. And I'll be happy to send him information again. But the point is, all he has to do is open the window when he's in the office, look at the sky, and look what they're doing. Anybody can see that when you have 100 planes in the sky during the day doing crisscross, zigzag, and curves above you, and the sky is supposed to be, according to the forecast, completely clear, and then you see that you're living like in Michigan with all clouds and fog, and the stuff is coming down, something doesn't add up. Then, of course, there are official documents from state, federal, BLM, different things, agencies. I can give you all the documentation you want. Starting from the video, on video, this is not like some funny movie, CIA Director Brennan on video admitting it, that we are doing this to save us from global warming. I think the state of Arizona should have at least something to say about it. And wait a second, before you experiment on humans here, on our citizens, you need to let us know what you're doing, Because I remind everybody when 50 years ago they were doing experiments with the Mojave downwinders that I'm sure you're familiar, when they were doing playing nukes in South Nevada. We have a lot of part of the population here that are dead. And now the congressman, tried to give them some few bucks for the little, whatever it is for the charity for the tombs. But the point is, we are at the same level here. 20 years from now, we were wrong. Sorry. No, we want to say now, please. We want to know what's going on. So anyway, that's the message for our representative, please.
Okay, I'll let him know.
I appreciate it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you,
darling.
sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is like a job. Okay, let's get another one. What we have here now? Oh, I think I'm done for today. Oh, wait. I think I'm done. I'm going to be done. You got the idea. You got to do your part. It's millions of us. A few of them working for us. If they don't hear from us, they will pretty much allow to do whatever they think they have to do. And I'm not saying that everybody's bad. Some of them may be ignorant. Ignorant means that they do not know. But at this time of the game, I don't think anybody is ignorant. Probably they're afraid, because after all, that's how the machine works. When you start to speak up about things you're not allowed to speak up, well, the first thing, they will make fun of you. They will make you look like crazy. I mean, former Senator Kelly Ward, just because she came on my show and we were talking about weather modification, and she even didn't agree that much, but she was trying to somehow give us, at least for a moment, a show when we had this town hall meeting with the agency in Arizona for the quality of air, ADQ. Just because she did that, Senator McCain, of course, tried to make her look like she was crazy. By the way, she didn't even wants to believe. She even didn't admit it. But that's what they do. They scare the hell out of you. Now my question is, your political career is more important than life of millions of people, and among those also your family and the health of your family, of your countrymen. Because that's where we are. If you're so concerned about your political career, I'm here. I was here years ago when most of the people used to make fun of me and few others like me, and I didn't care. And today there is no more excuse. Even a blind dog can see what they're doing to us in the sky with weather modification. Simple as that. So you politicians, you elected representative that you're working for us with our tax dollar, even if you cannot do something to stop this right now, you should have the moral and ethical obligation in front of us, with the people, in front of God, if you believe in God, and in front of who's coming after us, and also to uphold your oath to defend this republic, to stop and speak up about weather modification and chemtrails, because this is not just about a funny word. They are completely killing us. Simple as that. All right. At this point, I need to take a break. I need a Zanna coffee. Don't go away. You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman.
I'm not afraid.
And a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth.
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Gianluca Zanna.
I'm not afraid.
And his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Gianluca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.
You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna on K-Talks 1340 AM. And on United States.FM network. This is the final hour, and I'm telling you, I'm so freaking excited, you have no idea. Listen, when I was a child, not even a child, grown up, teenager, I was into surfing. I love it to be free, especially when I was constrained in the freaking boarding schools and the military school. I was always punished, and my mind was free though. I was always dreaming about open places, going to in the middle of the ocean. Guess what? When I finally ended the military school, I was able to say, screw you all, I'm out of here. And I, of course, I didn't continue the military career, and I jumped on the first airplane and I started to travel the world. One of the places I really wanted to go was the South Pacific. I enjoyed the idea to go out there and almost utopistically go back to the nature, to a place that technology wasn't that part. So I went to French Polynesia and Marquesas Islands. I never really had a chance to go to see New Zealand the way I wanted to, because I just stopped years later with another story. But that's not the point. The point is I'm very fascinated about the part of the world. I love it. And the point is, though, then you grew up. I decided what I wanted to do when I grew up. And of course, I decided to want to come to America. And that's fine. And I'm very happy I did that. But what am I coming today? Guess what? I have a great friend from Facebook that she's been friend with me, I think, for almost a year now. And she's from New Zealand. And, I bring her here today because we've been talking the first part of the hour, what they're doing to us. And when I say they, the government is the face, but who is behind the government? The real hidden forces that they're plotting how to destroy humanity, how to enslave humanity through different things. One of that, we were talking before, weather modification / chemtrails. We are breathing crap all day long. We're getting sick. They're trying to push on us vaccines. And people say, or maybe may think, oh, this is just something happening in the evil USA. Guess what? It's happening everywhere. Even in the most beautiful, probably so far away part of the world, like called New Zealand, in the middle of the ocean there. They're spraying the crap out of them. They're doing whatever they're doing. You want to call them weather modification, solar management, chemtrails, I don't know, but the point is bad. So they're doing there too. And that's why I wanted to bring her on. Because, I like to hear from her, a person that also is active. She cares about these things, and she's trying to learn always and share whatever she knows on Facebook. I would like to hear from her what's going on, learn a little bit. Because at the end of the day, no matter where you're from, if you're American, from Australia, from Africa, it doesn't matter. We are all under the same danger. That's the bottom line. They want to kill us. That's my humble opinion, but I'm behind that. Anyway, Tavia from beautiful New Zealand. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello. I will glorify you with my New Zealand accent and you can have a giggle.
I like that. I really like this New Zealand accent. That's great. Like mine, I'm a New Zealand accent too, you know that. Can you hear it? Mostly British, I would say, from Oxford. Talking about...
it's the sexiest New Zealand accent I've ever heard then.
Listen, darling, I'm so excited that finally we can talk like human beings and friends, that normally always behind this Facebook. And that's great. I tell you, as much as I know Facebook is a control system to know what we're doing, of self-confession, what I like about Facebook, we had a chance to connect and network. And that's why we're here. So that's beautiful. Now, first of all, before I go ahead, which part of New Zealand are you from? Where are you? Which part?
I was born and I currently live in Auckland. So in the North Island, up towards the top. And I grew up as a kid right up in the bush in the far north. And we have the most beautiful native forests here in New Zealand. And we're just absolutely blessed with an incredible array of native flora and fauna here that you don't find anywhere else in the world. So I was very lucky when I was 11. It was a bit of a traumatic incident for my mother, but for me it was great. We ended up north in the middle of the bush with no power and no phone, and
beautiful.
Just absolutely stunning. And had all my animals and my pets. So my mother's still in the far north with a massive organic property where they work really, really hard to bring back the native birds, native species there. They have a covert on the land, so it's actually protected because of the species that are found there that are quite rare. So I'm in the city with my children, and but I have that connection with the bush in the far north. I've travelled around quite a bit.
So right now
so
you live in
the South Island.
You live in a big city right now, or whatever.
I live in the big city, on the edge of the big city. So I'm about 6 kilometres from the CBD, down on the shore.
Okay. So excellent. And now, right now, just to have an idea, because I know we have different type of seasons. For example, right now it's spring here. What do you have there? It's a fall? What type of...
Right now we're just a few days into autumn. So
autumn.
Our summer's just ended, but we actually haven't really had a summer here. This is probably our 3rd year without really a summer. We've, instead of months and months and months of amazing, beautiful weather, we're like you. We're under a complete white dome.
Wow.
With a massive sun halo. So we only get the odd beautiful days of full sun now. So yeah, like you say, an absolute global problem, same all around the world. But if we're going to talk chemtrails here in Auckland, it's really fascinating to me. And thank goodness for Facebook. They might be using it against us, but we're turning it around and we're connecting, we're uniting, we're waking people up. And I probably wouldn't be awake to all of this if it wasn't for having this unique global view and seeing that it's just not normal. But interestingly, they very rarely ever do chemtrails over Auckland.
Question, Tavia. When did you start to, first of all, all of us, we had the moment that we didn't know what's happening. But out of the blue, we start to say, wow, look at the sky. This is not normal. Then we start to investigate, and then we start to find out the answers, at least some of the answers. How long ago that you realized that, first of all, these activities of airplanes spraying chemicals in the sky, for whatever reason they tell us, I don't know for sure why, they're telling us now weather modification, could be just many other things. But the point is they're doing it. When did you find out and when you learned that it was happening there in New Zealand?
Well, I guess I'm a bit of a youngster to this compared to quite a few of the other activists that we have here. But for me, like I said, because we don't get active trails, they're very rare over Auckland. We get kind of chem bombs off the west coast that blow over us. And there's about 4 or 5 places in New Zealand that they actively do trail and grid the skies, but not in Auckland. So for me, I didn't see the chemtrails. For me, I see one, and it's horrifying. I can't imagine just living under a fully gridded sky. It's for me, it's chem crap and the odd trail. Probably about 5 years that I've been looking into it, investigating it, and a little over 3 years that I've been opening my big mouth about it.
So anyway, at least 5 years that you noticed this in New Zealand, right? I mean, because
it's only through the social media and Facebook, because alone each of us, we're in our little box. But as soon as you've got this global view, and as soon as I started seeing pictures posted from all around New Zealand and looking at other places here and thinking, hang on, Wanganui is classic. They seem to hit the west coast. So Taranaki and Wanganui get hit quite hard with chemtrails almost daily. But for some reason, they're not trailing over Auckland.
So they don't go over Auckland, but they go in the other part of New Zealand. Am I right?
Yeah, they've been doing it for many, many, many years over Wanganui, Taranaki, Christchurch, Nelson, chem flu. But for some reason, it's a very rare occurrence. I've actually only seen 3 trails over Auckland in all of my years living here. But the mess in the sky is not.
I mean, do you have some sort of because sometimes, we start ourselves by alone. We think we are alone, and we start to look at this. They say, oh my gosh. And then you start to realize that more of us has the courage to at least admit it. Of course, there are always the sheep out there, the losers, that they're always going to say, nah, it's just vapor trail. You know why? Because they're a bunch of cowards. That's why I tell you, I came out with this conclusion. Not because they are stupid. There are some also really dumb. They drink so much fluoride and too many vaccines that their brain is explosive with mercury.
But I have to, I still, it makes me wonder, because, I was fully vaccinated. We're definitely not like the schedule in America, but I was fully vaccinated up until a decade ago. My children were all vaccinated. I honestly believed that, doctors knew how to do their job, and they'd been trained properly, and they did the best for us. But I've been fluorided. I live in the city.
I've been fluorided.
I can't always afford spring water.
The point
and
is,
I can see it.
Exactly. But my point is, regardless what they're trying to do to us, there is a part of humanity, and that's what normally the global, the globalists, they have behind big psychologists. They know sociology. They know how the average human being thinks. When the human being out there, there is a part of them, it's not us, but there is a part of them, they're ready to completely ignore it, because they know the moment that they admit it, is too big, it's too scary, and they are too coward to even admit it because after they have to do something. They don't want to be involved.
Exactly, and then you're in the rabbit hole because, as soon as you're going to open the door to something like chemtrails or vaccine safety, you've opened the door to an absolute labyrinth of insanity.
Exactly.
And, it's a lot more comfortable to just
do nothing. Stay
play
there.
along.
Yeah. You stay home and you mind your business, you lock the door at night, close the windows and say everything is wonderful and the government is here to protect us. So shut up and don't complain too much. Otherwise, you're ruining my day. A bunch of slaves, that's what they are. But that's regardless. The point is happening. I'm positive. I know there is an awakening. It is not just in America. It's not just in New Zealand. It's everywhere. Italy. I mean, they are making terrible things in Rome. I have my mom. She came here to Arizona like 3 years ago and she got almost sick. And then she came back home, and she said, oh my gosh, they're doing it here too. My only point, I don't know exactly why, because what they're now start to telling us, I played before the little audio of, I think I'm going to play it now, probably. I didn't really play it. I'm going to play it again, just because of this former CIA director, Mr. Brennan, top scumbag that we have. And and the point is, probably you watched the video, he's admitting it that what they're doing now is to try to stop global warming using this sort of chemicals and whatever they are, there can be a lot of things, aluminum, barium, that's what they're telling us now. But the point is, we don't really know. They can use nanotechnology. They can use, by the way, I heard that Australia, it was experimented, the Australian government, on vaccination, mass vaccination over a populated area through vapor trails. Okay, or whatever.
Yes.
So they can do a lot of stuff. We have no idea.
They've certainly admitted doing it, and there's, plenty of documentaries and video evidence historically. I think Oakland was one place that was, made very, very ill many decades ago. So, there's just so much evidence now that there has to be an awakening, because it's in our faces. You just don't get any more blatant than having the sun blocked every day. It blows my mind.
Exactly. I mean, we don't need to be scientists. We don't need to have the university. All we need to do is say, wait a second, idiots, because I see these politicians, they start always to tell us, we got to go to the scientists and we got to get PhD involved at universities. Wait a second, moron. We know what's going on because we have a brain. And even if these planes, they were just having gay time up there, and just because they had pilots, they were drunk and started to cross each other. Guess what? Talking about pollution, talking about residual of JPL, the jet fuel is cancerogenic, or whatever you call it in English. It's bad. Talking about destroying the ozone, that's bad. These bastards, now they're trying to start to point out. Now I'll play right now this short video of Mr. Brennan, the CIA, top devil out there, say, we need to do this to save them from global warming. They are creating global warming, these bastards. Let me play 1 second this, right? This is 1 second.
Okay.
This is disgusting. I just played already, probably. I forgot. I got too much aluminum in my brain.
Is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures.
1 second. Are you there? Are you noises from the kitchen or whatever you're doing there in New Zealand? Are you cooking some I don't know, some kangaroos? What are you doing there? Okay.
Just rinsing my coffee cup. I was having my beautiful thick black coffee of the day. Very important.
Oh my gosh, that was fun. Anyway, you got the idea. This is a CIA guy, top guy, in the devilish meeting of the Council of Foreign Relations that is admitting about geoengineering. They're admitting what they're doing. And made me feel really astonished when I see local politicians here in Arizona, like we had, many of them. I talked already about them before. They completely ignore it. They think it's just a conspiracy. And they don't even want to say, but wait a second, it's here. They're telling us, they're doing it to us. Now, this is the official version. Now it's coming out. And it's still bad enough because we need to be informed. They should ask our permission. Maybe we don't want to breathe this crap. I mean, maybe if really global warming was real, I would probably be better off with global warming than having my lungs, your lungs, and all the dirt full of these metals that they're never going to go away. I mean, aluminum and barium. whatever stays in the sky is going to fall down. Okay, even a kid can understand that.
At the end of the day, like you say, we're not scientists. We're just looking up, going, "What the hell? This isn't normal. The weather's changed. The sky's changed. We're seeing water tests, rain tests, snow tests from all around the world that are just way over the limit. Toxic levels of aluminium, barium, strontium. And I've seen those tests here in New Zealand as well." Even for somebody who's not scientific like me, if you're going to create a dome like I'm sitting under today, all that's happening is that's holding the heat in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
we're living in this sticky, humid, white dome. It's not releasing any of that. And not only that, but the highest levels of CO2 create the lushest planet.
Exactly. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with CO2. It feeds the greenery, and they feed us. So
it's life.
To have this whole carbon dioxide thing going on is just, it's blowing my mind. It's like they could just put it in the newspaper one day that oxygen's bad for us, and everyone's going to believe it.
Exactly. This is exactly the truth. This is exactly what they're doing. They try to completely, just because it comes from some sort of authority out there, the government telling us one thing we're supposed to believe. Like tomorrow they can say, by the way, the sky is not blue, it's pink. And it's true, by the way, it is no more blue, the sky. That's a fact, especially after they spray. Now, very important thing. It is not just about weather modification. It's also about other things they're doing to us. And really, in the last few years, they are pushing it hard. For example, the last couple of years, there is a push in America, in the United States, a state level like California and many other states, and of course also federal level, they are trying hard to do mandatory vaccinations. We know very well.
Here's the crap out of me.
Yeah. I mean, this is serious because they're trying to force you. This is like almost going to a concentration camp. Say, shut up, and we're going to test on you, okay?
This is a blatant and utter loss of our basic human right to medical choice, to medical care, to education, and to welfare. And they're removing our very, very basic human right to medical choice. And I've been watching this in America mostly, and lucky people can speak out, but the medical kidnappings and the enforced vaccinations, the enforced chemo, it is really shocking. And to have it happening now in Australia, and we've found out that the PM of Australia, him and his wife, have huge shares in the pharmaceutical industry that are selling these vaccinations.
Yes.
And it doesn't take an expert. Today things are different a decade ago, but now everybody's got a smartphone in their pocket. Everybody's got access to the internet. Today, ignorance is a choice.
Exactly.
What you believe is a choice. If you don't want to research, it's your choice. But today, it does not take an expert to go in there and find the research that shows that where vaccinations are mandatory and the full schedule is followed in places like California and Mississippi, you have the highest rates of SIDS, autism, respiratory disease, skin disease, autoimmune disease, neurological disease. It doesn't take an expert to find that. It's in the newspaper.
Remember also that other beautiful piece of human being, I'm being sarcastic here, like Bill Gates, okay? On video.
God.
I mean, he tell us, oh yes, we want to do depopulate the population. That in our equation, one of the things he want to do to remove is going to be people. And how you do that? Oh, he loves vaccines. It's one of the best things. And I'll play that video again. I mean, this stuff it's happening.
It stands up in a TED talk and announces it to the world that, we're overpopulated, but through careful use of vaccines and healthcare, we can remove 10 to 15% of the population just like that. And everybody's still going, oh, God, vaccinate me.
Yeah, and not only that, but the attitude, if your son is not vaccinated, that's the scary thing, That's the scary thing. If you're not vaccinated, I mean, they're going to get mad at you. And I always say to them, excuse me, if you are vaccinated, means you're safe, right? So mind your business and keep walking.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
And that's kind of one of the really strange aspects of it. They're so... to me as well, it's just another topic for division. Everything is about dividing the people, whether it's color, whether it's race, whether it's religion, whether it's now your sexuality. your beliefs, even division between people that'll eat McDonald's, and they're naming people who eat healthy food crazy names like it's a disease. It's just still, it's about division, and it doesn't matter where it is, vaccines, GMOs, glyphosate, chemtrails, anything. If you follow the money, it all comes back to the same 6 families or 12 families, whatever it is. Just follow the money, and it answers every question every time.
Exactly. Question is there an awakening in New Zealand? Finally, people, getting it and start to organize, even like with peaceful protests, start to talk to doesn't matter what type of politicians, the local politicians, I don't know, your form of government, but are people getting involved? What do you see there?
Yeah, what I see here is really this very similar to what I'm seeing overseas, although in New Zealand I think it is a little bit slower because, like I said, we don't see the full trails. We don't see the military planes. There's only a handful of places in New Zealand that they've been blatantly spraying with non-commercial aircraft for a long time. So for us here, it's a little bit harder. They're sort of like, I don't know, I guess they're chem bombing off ships off the coast or off the east coast. They're spraying off the the west coast, and it comes over us. So if you don't really know what you're looking at, and for me, I look at the sky and I go, well, we've got 10 different colors. We've got 10 different textures. We've got clouds that are dripping.
Wow.
We've got fibers falling. It's kind of a little bit slower and harder here because of their lack of the blatant chemtrailing, but it's very similar to what I see in America. We definitely have quite a lot of us that are big mouths. I did get friendly with a peer. I've just finished 7 years of study, which is why I really get into this and open my big mouth, because I've just qualified as a naturopath and a nutritionist and a medicinal herbalist. And,
oh, great.
And I'm thinking, I'm going to have people in and give them vitamins and minerals or whatever, look at their diet's deficiency. But to me, it just feels like putting a Band-Aid on. It's the fluoride, it's the aluminium, it's the barium, it's the strontium, it's the vaccinations, it's the glyphosate.
Yes.
And unless I speak up about that, I feel like I'm a fraud.
But you know what?
But there was a girl that I got to meet,
yes,
and she was very, very vocal about this. And she said that it got to the stage where she literally couldn't get in her car and drive down the road without being stopped and being given a fake speeding ticket.
Wow.
So she was actually harassed right out of any kind of speaking up.
Wow.
But we've got, it is slow, but we've got a government at the moment that's hell-bent on absolutely poisoning the country. We've got 1080 indiscriminate, massive drops from helicopters all through our bush,
oh my gosh,
in our rivers. So they've been doing this for years now with 1080, with the national government. They've removed all the funding from our environment. Our Minister of Energy and our Minister for Conservation are both horrific jokes. They're sellouts. They also, you follow the money.
Let me ask you a question.
So
Tavia,
it's
let me ask you a question.
Slower and harder, but there's a lot of us big mouths.
Good. Let me ask you a question. First of all, you say something important right now. We try to get all these vitamin supplements and things. It's like to put a Band-Aid on cancer. But at the same time, whatever now we can keep our body stronger and try to detox, the real problem, we must stop the source. I understand. But
we have to stop the source. And,
yes,
I can't. But I just don't. I also have children. And number one, what I am is a mum.
Yeah.
Before anything else, that's what I do. That's what I've been. That's who I am. I'm a mum, and and then trying to be a natural healer. In both of those, it just feels absolutely fraudulent for me to not say anything.
This is honestly, this is part of the package. When you're a naturopath, you know what's going on, and it's part to inform your patients or your clients what's going on. I think it's more than normal, in my opinion, and that's how we can win this battle with education. We need to try to educate people Only in this way we can somehow get enough people and reach critical mass. Question now. This is exactly why I wanted to bring you here, because what you're facing down there, we are facing it here, in Europe, in Italy, and many other parts of the world. So we need to really unite as Americans, as human beings, from wherever you are, and start to, regardless of our political ideas, but we got to wake up and say, they're killing us. That's the bottom line. They got to stop. We got to stop him. Question. What is your form of government? Do you have still a crown? Are you under Commonwealth? Is the Queen your supreme leader?
Yeah, the Queen is still our Queen. The Queenie is still our Queenie. Doesn't kind of affect us too much, but, you know, historically it does. Yeah. Obviously, the Indigenous people were not treated well, and it's kind of gone from there. So, yeah, we're not unique or different. You know, we've got the same problems all of you have. We've got handfuls of people. We've got some real grassroots movement with permaculture and organic properties. Organic's really big here.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm almost out of time, you know, and this is something for me very important, because when you say the Queen is still the Queen, and I don't know your ideas, and I if I disrespect you, offend you, I'm sorry. I'm not doing this to you. But for me, any human being who pretends to be above others just because birthrights we're supposed to bow down, I have a big problem with that. And I'm kind of I don't want to use the word anarchist. I just am for freedom, and if that means, you know, I don't want to be ruled, especially from somebody that they think to be above me just because they were born. So, you know, I'm sorry when I hear these things that there is still a queen or a king in this world, because after all, as much as it seems like a symbolic of things, it's very big, in my opinion. It's a pretty big deal that I need to bow down in front of an old fart, okay? I mean, that's for me out of there. But anyway, as I said, you know what?
I absolutely agree. And, you know, although I'm a quite old-fashioned, old-school girl, and, you know, I'm not young, and, you know, I can kind of get the romantic idea of a king and queen and castle and princesses and things, but not one that's sitting on a golden throne holding billions and billions of dollars while her own people starve. Yeah. That's just despicable, and that's not something that any of us should be looking up to. She has the ability to change things, and she's not.
Let me tell you.
To me, she doesn't deserve any respect at all.
Exactly. So let me end up this conversation. I want to have you again one more time, and anytime you want, you're more than welcome. Now let me play this little bit of a song that probably would get me arrested if I was there. 1 second. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go. This is Goddamn the Queen by Luca Zanna. I know this already been banned in England, this channel. And maybe now in New Zealand, they're going to have me a welcome party next time I come there. Listen, darling, I'm going to talk to you again, okay? All right. This was beautiful. From New Zealand. And Tavia from New Zealand, I really appreciate your friendship. And this is a message for the Queen of England and any other kings out there.
Are you there? I still got you.